All right, Coach, today our focus is on the running backs, but before we take a look at that position group, just what you liked from your group here in the spring morning practice, like you just said to someone off camera. Finally, a nice day here at Monmouth Stadium.
Well, this is one of the nicest days we've had so far, and we're just finished our 10th practice. I really like the progress that we're making. We've got some young guys that are working into the group in the offensive line, and they're really making good progress and coming along. And on the defensive side of the ball, the secondary, who has some new faces in it, is really coming together and performing like a pretty good unit. So we're making good progress, and it's really because our guys come out here every day with a high level of energy. There's a sense of urgency about the work that we're doing, and because of those things, we're getting a lot accomplished.
Yeah, Coach, specifically today, we're kind of zeroing in on the running back group, and it's a group that it looks like the biggest number of running backs that I've seen in the spring in a long time, and everyone from last season comes back, headlined by LaVon Chaney. But take us through this group, which has a ton of depth.
Well, it is a group that has tremendous depth to it, and it's a very talented depth. You mentioned LaVon Chaney, who's been an all-conference performer for us, but, Zach Welch really kind of broke into the lineup and was able to spell LaVon last year, and he's doing some great things. You have Michael Jolly and Ed Royds, who missed part of last year with an injury. So that adds great depth, and you've got some good young kids there, too. DeVell Jones will be a redshirt freshman this year, and we're really excited about what he's doing. And, Kamal Dumas is contributing in that group as well. So it's a talented group, it's a deep group, and it's a group that we really need to have some of the younger guys continue to push and make some progress.
You mentioned deep, you mentioned some of the youth and experience, but it also is a group, all those names you mentioned, there's a lot of different skill sets contained in this group of running backs, and I know that helps the offense out, just to be able to really have anyone for any situation you could see on the field.
Well, it is. There's a lot of diversity in the body types and the style of runners that we have there. As we all know, LaVon is a kind of a smaller of stature, but he's got excellent quickness and has a great vision. Zach Welch is a bigger, more physical running back, as is DeVell Jones. And then you've got Ed Royds, who's kind of somewhere in the middle, and Mike Jolly, who's more of a LaVon type back. So, as I said, there's all different body types there, and they all bring a little bit different thing to the offense, but they're all doing a great job so far this spring.
Yeah, Coach, the big news out of camp today is that the schedule is being released in an 11-game schedule with the addition of Monmouth Stadium the year after. I know some things have been shifted around, but I'm sure you're excited about the most recent schedule with Monmouth football.
Well, you're right, Eddie. This year's schedule is certainly a very challenging one, and that's compounded by the fact that we'll be on the road for 8 of the 11 games. There is a silver lining in that, however, and we are playing on the road intentionally to enable the construction of the stadium to start a month earlier. There were some home games that we have scheduled that we decided to play on the road so that they could get an early start here. And again, the highlight of the schedule is playing not only a very difficult Big South Conference schedule, but another FBS team on the schedule this year. For the second time ever, we will be playing an FBS opponent, and that will be Kent State from the Mid-American Conference. So we're excited about the challenge that we have in front of us.
And not just those great games, like you said, and the tremendous Big South schedule, which you put forward, but again, you have Fordham back on the schedule, and those 3 home games that you have here, all against high-quality opponents that the fans will be treated to.
Yeah, and we're excited about that. We've got from the Patriot League, we've got both Fordham and Lehigh, 2 of the perennial powers of that conference. We'll play Fordham at home, we'll play Lehigh on the road, we'll play Delaware State and Howard from the MEAC. So those are 2 very good games for us as well, and we'll be playing Coastal Carolina in a non-conference game this year also. So, as I said, the schedule is loaded with great challenges for this team, but I think it's a challenge that we'll be up for.